little bit. There we go. Hello everyone. Hello. Oh, I'm behind the chat. I've adjusted myself and I don't know where I am. Wow. Here I am. Okay. Oh wait, I should let me get rid of the static. Okay, I'm here. I'm clear. What? Who said that? Hello, an actual log. What, do you have any shorter names to call you, or is it like a full title that I always have to say an actual log, sir? Hello, it's me, Nimias. Hello, everybody. Wait, let me see who's here. Hello, Yeet. Hello, Spacey. Hi, Meteorite. Hello, KH fan. The beautiful long name. Hello, chimpanzee. And of course, hello, an actual log. An actual log, you can just say log, okay? I feel compelled to say the full name. And hello, lamb. Hello, everybody. I don't have much audio now. I'll keep an eye on chat. Thank you, Spacey. Make sure you get enough rest, especially if you're working. Okay, my camera might be a little bit glitchy because it's off to the side again. So you're gonna keep seeing me glance over there. So today we are starting on a very new plushie by an actual log. Yes, that is actually the name. Let me shout them out, of course. What you gotta do when your mods are hardworking people too busy shout and chat. There they are. They got a little shark hoodie on today. But you can change your hoodie with exclamation mark hoodie, and you can change your color with exclamation mark color spelled the correct way. No, spelled the wrong way. Spelled the wrong way. It's without a U. I'm excited, and I hope you don't mind, Log. We always do a little chatting session before the actual plushies, which I'm actually not sure if I'll keep in, because I've been wondering if you guys would prefer that I just dive straight into actual plushie making instead of having this chatting session at the forefront at the very beginning. Does it waste time? Should we just dive straight into plushie making instead next time? But I'm still happy to see all of you guys today. It is a little bit earlier than we're used to. We usually stream later on Wednesdays, but this might be the new timing from here on out because I am taking more freelance work on the outside. More D&D hosting is happening, so there might be some Wednesday games I have to go for. So I've set the stream to earlier so that I can still come and chat with all you guys and then make it for my D&D games, probably in a panic. How are all of you doing? It is the middle of the week and there's so much. I unfortunately gotta hit the bit. I want to start and say hi. Okay, but a log. I wanted to ask, how big do you expect the plushie to be actually? Because I was going to debate that today. I could make it at least, where's my ruler before you go? Where's my measuring thread? I could potentially make it, how tall is this cloth? I could make it about 20, around, let's put it at 19 centimeters, which is about, for the Americans who don't use centimeters, it's about 5.5 inches. It's about I could make a plushie as big as 5.5 inches lengthwise. And I've been debating whether I should go that big or if you want it to be tiny. Yeah, I could make it that big. It wouldn't be a bad size. It would definitely be a beefy log. Well, I can debate it. I can debate it and make it accordingly. Your plushie is so simple that I'm actually worried that I could do it quite decently fast. But I might slow the roll on that because I want to stop and ask you questions about what you would like for it. Alright, 4.5, 5.5, about 5.5 inches. Alright, that's great. We're gonna use up at least the whole sheet of felt then. And we'll make it a beefy little plushie. I might just make it very, very squishable, like a squishy. But thank you so much, Locke. Please go and get some sleep if you need to. And take care. we will be doing a plushie probably in 2 parts. I don't know if it will split into 3 just because your design is so it's beautifully simple. Like there's so much personality and the details are so clean that I feel like I could get it down in 2, but we'll see how it works out. If it takes 3, it'll take 3, and I'm more than happy to have it take 3. I'm so sorry I didn't see a dice roll before. At the Lam has rolled 12. It is lagging. Lam has rolled a 12. Lam, when you come into chat today, you feel extra happy, but you don't know why yet. But it will come and surprise you when you least expect it. I rolled a 2. Yeet. You try to throw a fireball again, you know what happens. You know what happened when you try to throw a fireball. This you gotta stop throwing fireballs, man. It's not working out for you. Okay, good night, Log. Please, everyone wish Log a good night. And also, thank you so much, Log, for being my first ever commissioned plushie, which makes me super, super happy. How are you this morning? I'm okay. I gotta go for a D&D thing later on. So that's why I'm streaming a bit early today. I might be streaming earlier. I'm trying to get the camera right because so the laptop's in front of me, and the the camera's to my left, and the squats are here right now. Gotta be ready for anything. First time ever. I think it's not Yeet that's doing squats. It's Meteorite. Okay, let's do some squats to do what's the word? To get ready before the stream. Ito. You're not gonna see my camera capture it, so you're just gonna deal with me sleeping. Okay, let's do it together, everyone. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't bend all the way, gotta bend halfway. 5, 6, 7. The joke is old. 8, 9, and 10. Hold it. And that's the final one. Good exercise to get everybody ready in the morning or in the night, depending on where you are. Exercise, unfortunately, is good for you. I wish it wasn't, but it is. So all of you, make sure you exercise, make sure you stretch, make sure you get everything that you need to do at the beginning of the day. Sometimes a good stretch is really, really nice though. I had a bit of a late night because I was doing a bit of sewing last night on personal props and projects and all of that, and I gotta go finish more props today for people, for events and everything, which I'm super happy to do. Right now it's all small events, so they don't have much to give, which is fine. But don't worry, chat. I know my worth. Don't worry, my roaches. I know my worth. And when the time comes, and I'm so important to their society that they cannot kick me out, then I will consider asking for a raise. Last time Chimpanzee did a stretch, you can hear a popcorn crack from far away. Oh, you got back trouble, Chimpanzee. How's your back? Is it doing okay? Or you crack-a-lacking and popping all over the place? It was my chair, so I believe you. I believe that it was your chair indeed. But last night, guys, I got to do does my voice sound a little bit scratchy to you guys? Does it sound a little bit low and husky? It's not just the morning. I was hosting D&D again last night, and it was my horror D&D, and I got to scream at somebody again. I got to do a shout at somebody again. I got to traumatize another player. Basically, they were new to the table, so of course I had to induct them the way that I've inducted everyone, by spitting out fake blood and screaming at them while telling them to end the life of their spouse. It was part of the backstory. I swear it makes sense. I have to be very careful with wording here, or else Twitch is gonna kill me. It's a horror game. They signed up for the trauma, so it's fine. I checked in with everyone afterwards. They say it's fine. They love this kind of stuff, which is good. Maybe I check in too much. I mother them a little too much. I parent them a bit too much. But I always want to be I was gonna err on the side of caution and make sure everyone's actually comfortable with all the nasty, terrible things I do. Uh, Fun fact: somebody used up all the red food coloring, so instead I had to resort to acrylic paint in icy water. Welcome to D&D gets traumatized. That's how I do my horror game social contracts. I say, are you guys okay with really dark things? Are you okay with jump scares? Are you okay with your chair shaking? With me touching your shoulder on your neck from time to time, as long as there's witnesses. Never do that in a room alone. Um, and this person, this lovely person, I'll give you a little bit of the backstory, but not too much. Basically, their wife gone had passed because of an illness, and he just discovered that this illness might be related to the place that they're in. So I gave him a nightmare. I gave him a little nightmare. It started out with his wife all happy, smiling at him, asking how he is. And then, well, I started coughing as he's speaking. And as he was speaking, I coughed. I ducked down behind the little D&D screen. And I just grabbed a handful of wet red water. Just smeared it over my mouth and started coughing that up. And I kept asking him, I did it in his accent. I can give you an example. What's wrong? What's wrong, darling? What's wrong? Why do you look so scared, darling? What's wrong? Why are you looking at me like that? And it ramped up in intensity from there, going higher and higher until the son came home. And I told him that she's gonna hurt your boy unless you do something. Why you? And oh, bless his heart, he tried to Eldritch Blast, but he hadn't made that pact yet in that point of his life. So he didn't have an Eldritch Blast. All he had was a kitchen knife. And I just kept shouting at him to do the deed, until his character. I gotta make it very clear. His character broke down crying, but he's fine. The player is fine. All right, he was role playing. He was acting it out. He's a brilliant role player, but he made his character break down in tears after that dream. And then we took a little break because it was very intense. Are you okay about PTSD? I'm okay, Dave. I give the PTSD. Should have taken a deal with them. He did in the end. That's in his story. He did to try and save his wife, but I think it just doomed her in reality. So now he's pacted to one of the BBEGs of the campaign. Luckily, the BBEG loves like watching chaos reign, so they're just gonna keep giving him powers. But that was so good. I was happy with that. I wish I banged on the table. I hit my fist on the table a bit more. I was planning to do that, but I forgot. I think the shouting and the red lighting probably helped. I love doing little things like that. And after the session, it was really sweet. He told me that it was a excellent performance. So I got a little bit of pride in me. But yep, when you get 10A for your D&D games, when it comes to horror, I don't play around. I will terrify you. BB just wants to have some fun watching that favorite show. That's true. Oh yeah, when it comes to horror, I don't play around. I will scar you psychologically as much as I can. Well, as long as you are actually safe though. Most of my other campaigns are the ones that are not horror. I do warn people. I am a horror GM. I've started telling people that because I found I absolutely love horror and I love what it can do. So I tell people I'm a horror GM, okay? Okay, so you gotta be a bit careful. There might be some things in here that go a little bit dark, a little bit deep. I don't do jump scares in my non-horror campaign. I don't scream in my, well, can't say I don't. Maybe I will. Oh, who's that, Eloise? I did not try and throw a fireball at all. What happens when I miss one of my 3 favorite streamers? Lucky I didn't miss you, one of my favorite streamers, or one of the other. Thank you for adding me to the list. It's okay, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. What do I have to do to work my way up to the #1 spot? But yeah, I hope that I will be able to run D&D games soon with other VTubers and other streamers because I would love to showcase more to you guys. Of course, I've run for Chimpanzee and Rise and Lance and Marcia, but unfortunately, they've all gotten super busy. Although Chimpanzee, if you're still here, are you busy? I see someone in a special place in the heart of Curse of Strahd. Surprisingly, I haven't run Curse of Strahd. I have not run Curse of Strahd before because I want to play in it someday, so I have not read it. I've run Realm of the Blood Queen, which is an offshoot of Curse of Strahd, and it's really good. I miss Oten Pepe. I do have some VTuber friends that I've been asking. Oh well, they haven't been asking. I've been pestering them. If Freaky were here, Freaky knows what I mean. I have been pestering them to come and play D&D with me. And I will have to ask their permission, of course. But a few of them seem keen. They seem keen to do the D&Ds with Tene. After all my nagging. So, I'll have to ask them if they're okay if maybe somebody else comes in and join in. I gotta make sure everyone's comfortable. I think I have currently I have like a few people interested. But I'm not sure what's the outcome at this point. I gotta ask again. Okay, that's D&D stuff. But if you're interested in Chimpanzee, that's wonderful. I will let you know what I can source up. It's probably gonna be a very short campaign. I'm gonna hope to do the thing where we play a short campaign and they have so much fun that they want to play more. Because I love running D&D for people. I love it so much. And before the end of this year, I swear I want to run a camp. I should add it onto my goals list. And for those of you who haven't seen, I've added on a little goals list for myself, for this channel. I should have added on D&D to that list now that I'm thinking about it. I haven't. Kenny knocking down every door. Do you want to hear our Lord and Savior Gary Gygax? Do you want to hear about our Lord and Savior Gary Gygax? He wasn't the best person back in the day because he had a bit of sexist views, which is true. He didn't think that girls would be into playing D&D. He didn't. I'm sure he did. If he didn't think girls, he absolutely would not think about non-binary people or anyone out there. I would love to attribute it to it was a different time and all that. Separate the art from the artist, you know. That's why we can appreciate Lovecraft without endorsing all of his views. But yeah, Gary Gygax, you know, he still did a really good job with the first few systems. Rest his soul, and I hope that he would have been proud to see that his game managed to reach all genders and everybody in between. And that he brought a ton of people joy, and I don't know if he ever anticipated his game being as big as it would be, but I'm glad that it did get this big. Hello Mark. I know. Okay. It's big. Why is it so huge? This list. Wacko. I don't know where to put it. It'll cover chat for a little while. I'm sorry, chat. You're unseen. You can say whatever you want now, and Twitch is not gonna see it. Go! But this is my little list of VTuber goals. There's no special milestone coming up. There's no like celebration. It's not like the end of the year where everyone makes their New Year's resolution. I just felt like making a little list. I should have put D&D on this list. I did, but not normal D&D. That's what she said. I know I'm making a lot of what she said jokes right now. But look at this list. So on this list, let's go through everything bit by bit, a little one by one. I wanna try to achieve all of this by the end of next year, which is I think the perfect timeline because Off-Kai is, I think it's finishing or it might still be going on. Just learned about it. Now I wanna go to it. I wanna go to Off-Kai next year, whether in person or on a little robot. I wanna do a little meet and greet with you guys. I wanna be there and I wanna get to talk to you guys and see some of you guys. Of course, the second goal has been my dream for very, very long. Is to earn minimum wage from this and D&D so that I can do this forever. Forever and ever. I think that's the dream for I and so many other VTubers out there. I'm so close. I'm still not there yet. Still not there. Still a little bit far away. So close but so far away at the same time. So, but thank you guys for helping me achieve it as much as you have. I still want to try and talk to people in the space at least once a week. I have people. I should talk to them. I should talk to them in a group setting. I'm trying my best. And of course, I'm trying to get a proper streaming setup. I'm trying to get enough to get a proper streaming setup so that the lovely chimpanzee can help me set up you know, a proper place to stream, a proper thingy to stream. I don't know anything about computers, so I'm just gonna leave it to them to tell me what parts I should get. The tech monkey is ready. I know, I'm so excited. I can't wait. I'm still saving up, so it's still not a done deal yet. Also, I probably won't be able to get the new bunker until sometime in next month, sometime in September. So I gotta be a bit patient for that as well. I can't have a streaming setup if you don't have a place to stream. I'm hoping it'll be sooner. I'm hoping we'll get to a new bunker and we can get off the floor and get a desk. But it will take a while. I wanna create one piece of merch for you guys. Just one piece of merch that I can show off to you guys. Oh, it's terrible to say I don't mind even if I don't sell well, because I should hope that it sells well. But creating a little merch of myself, that feels like a weird thing to think about. And I can't wait for it to happen. There are some things in the works right now that I have been very lucky to receive, but I can't tell you about it just yet. So I gotta keep it locked tight. I can't tell you what's happening. I want to inspire someone to make fan art. And this doesn't count, okay? It's not me here saying that I want fan art and you out of the goodness of your heart making fan art. I'll be very grateful for that. But I want to have somebody make fan art without me saying anything. I want to be somebody's favorite to the point that, like, okay, I'm gonna make them fan art even though they didn't say anything about fan art. A secondary goal to that is getting a Wikipedia page on the VTube wiki. So that, because right now, guys, if you Google Tene VTuber, it tells you that I am, I'm from a different planet and I'm a Phoenix mage librarian. I have no idea where it pulled that out from, but according to Google, I'm a Phoenix mage librarian, and all I have to ask is, does it look like I read? Does it look like I read at all? Does this look like I finish any books in life? The answer may surprise you. And of course, I want to collab with some people. I want to collab with at least 10 different people in a group setting. And I want to collab at least with 3 people in one-on-one collabs. Like just the two of us playing a game or something. The next dream is to host a live D&D panel at a convention. One day. Far away. I want to do another subathon. I want to debut a new model for you guys. And I want to get a sponsorship just to see what it feels like. What else? I want to consistently upload content for you guys. That one is in the works. And last but not least, I want to be able to do a charity stream at some point. Hopefully when I'm all stable. Because you gotta make sure you're stable before you can help other people. So when I've got myself all situated, I'll be able to do a charity stream. And I probably will be... I would love to do a charity stream for any invisible mental health disorders that people go through. Most all of them are invisible. It's all mental health. But I would love to do a charity stream. I haven't looked into any charities, but stuff that helps people with anxiety or trouble socializing or trouble feeling okay. Hello, thank you for the pat. So, those are my goals for 2025. Not 2025. It's I failed them. They're for 2025, and I didn't do any of them. But those are my goals for 2026 and 2027 moving forward. And I hope that we're able to achieve all of them, especially especially the stuff about getting a proper streaming setup and getting a hello Shiwajang, hello Shiwajang. Found a thing called the 7 dirty words, and I don't want to hear them yet. You're gonna get banned if you start saying bad stuff in chat. Don't tempt it. Don't tempt fate. Don't tempt it. Hello, Shiwajang. Welcome back. Oh, you changed your name. It's been so long. I'm so glad to see you here again. I thought, when was the last time we were together? I can't remember. It all blends together. In some sense, you never left. I'm so glad to have you back here again. Wow, I am so happy to get to talk to you guys. And I should probably have eaten breakfast before coming to the stream. But you know what? It's fine. It's fine. We're back in the sewers. I'm back in my bunker. This old bunker. I'm still waiting for my new bunker. We are on the floor right now because I don't have a bunker currently. I'm off road, off kilter. So it's probably gonna take a little bit longer to get the new place, as I've said. Sorry, let me just reply to something. Okay, and it makes me a bit sad. It does make me sad. I want to be back in my own space. Like I said, this space I'm currently at doesn't really hold the best memories for me. So it's been a bit tough mental wise to just to get back into a good mood. Are there any bugs on the floor? Luckily, no. Luckily, no buggies on these floors. I try to keep everything clean. It's a tough. It's tough. I try and keep everything clean. I like bugs in the wild. I don't like bugs in my room. They belong out there. They don't belong in here. What are they doing in here? Especially we have these little beetles. These beetles that fly in. And they don't know how to fly back out. And they buzz a lot. And then they just don't know how to get out. They keep hitting their heads on various objects. Trying to find freedom. But they don't know how to go through the open window. You haven't eaten yet, Danny. No, don't smack me. I will get something to eat after the stream. I promise. I just wanted to come and stream for you guys today. Ito. I will get something after the stream. I gotta go. I gotta head off and do some other stuff, some D&D related nonsense. After everything's done, going to get pizza. Okay, go and get a good pizza, chimpanzee. Eat well. And thank you for coming by anyway. I'm in such a good mood. I could just not say anything and stay here with you guys. But let's go for our 10-minute break, and I'll set up everything that we need to do for an actual logs plushie. Okay. Okay. I'll see you guys in 10 minutes time. We'll be right back. hello. Hang on. Forgot to change something. Okay. We are here. We are in the void. Give me a little second to get the camera going. Hello, Delight. Found a new emote? Yeah. I finally added in the emote that my best friend drew for me. They have been asking me, Kenny, where's the emote that I drew for you? And I said, I'm sorry, I forgot. I forgot to put it in, but it's in now. It's here now. And aren't they lovely? Unfortunately, they are in the sub tier, but I think you can unlock them by the unlock emote redeem. I've run out of standard emote slots, that's why. We are here, we are back. Hello everybody. What's up, Tene? Hello, Ramiro. Thank you so much for remembering how to say my name. To be fully blunt with you guys, I don't really mind how people say my name. I'm actually really okay that they're just trying in the first place. It's my own fault that I don't have the guts to correct them. I've been called teeny, I've been called tiny, I've been called 10E, and you know what? All of those are fine. I probably should correct them at some point, but I have been too shy to correct them. So that's why I put up that video as a little like, well, I'm too shy to correct them. But at the very least, it'll be out there. Maybe they'll see it. Also, guys, our new plushie video is up today. It's the plushie video of us working on Nita Iron Veil. So please go check that out on the YouTubes. Give it a like, share it if you like, share, subscribe. I sound like a real YouTuber now. But yeah, please go and like and watch that video and share it around if you can. That will really help. Okay. But yes, today we are going to say. I'm not gonna say goodbye to Jiggy because he's not done. He's right here. I still have all the pins in his hair. I still need to sew down his hair. I got his ponytail in. We gotta sew this down as well. Add a few more strands around. I actually really like how his hair is turning out. I'm lazily making my way down to sew him. He should be all sewed up in terms of hair by the next stream. And hopefully we can start. Actually, no, we will have to start working on his hair here. It will be like a lot of different stuff that will happen. Okay? Goodbye, Jiggy. Today's not about you, Jiggy. Today, we are going to do. Let me change the picture so you can see just what we are working on today. There they are! An actual log! Look how is he aerodynamic? Well, I guess the opposite, right? Because he's big, he's flat. It's like this flat. I guess you can. He's rollable. He's hill dynamic. He's inclined. He's inclined. They're inclined. They go by he, them pronouns, so I will use those. They're inclined, so they will roll down the hill very, very well, I suppose. Except for the little notch in the arm, that won't roll down very well. But yeah, look at how cute. And they are our first ever commissioned plushie, which I'm so mega excited about. I can't believe we're actually doing plushie commissions. It makes me nervous. But they have been very, very kind as of late. So please go check out an actual log. Alright, and oh, I didn't have all the colors, so I went and look, I got all the colors for maybe the green's a bit dark. I'm looking at it now, I'm like, yeah, that's a little bit dark, but it's okay. We got 3 shades of green that we can use. We can use a third one too. Is that a third one? I guess this will be a third one. It'll be a little bit dark. I will clear out them. We're not gonna do the toga today, so all this, get out of here. we're going to work on the log body today. And I think I made a mistake because I was really worried I wouldn't have enough, so I got 4 sheets they're about A4 size, 4 sheets of felt. Luckily, they're not too expensive. And getting smaller sheets of felt helps me save on space so that I don't have so many rolls of felt in my bunker. I love having rolls of felt that I can just choose from, but sometimes you gotta save space. And I think he's actually gonna turn out super big, because this will be half of his body. I did consider doing it like this, but it'll be too thin, right? Like, look at this boy. This boy is clearly chunk. He's clearly chunk. So it will be 2 pieces of felt that will be sewn together. And oops, I slammed the table, and the mic, the camera did not like that. It'll be 2 pieces of felt, and they'll be sewed together. And you can kind of see they'll make a log shape. They'll make if I could get them to curve. They'll make a little log shape. Wow. They'll be this big. It's gonna be super big. I might need to get more stuff in. I don't think I have enough to stuff them fully, but we'll see, because we still have like seam allowances and all of that happening. And this is the first plushie I think that's made completely from scratch over here. Usually I have the face cut out and everything for you guys ready to go. But what we're going to do is it's so cute. I'm anticipating it'll take maybe 2 to 3 sessions to finish them. But yeah, so thank you again. They're not here anymore, but thank you again, an actual log, for commissioning Tene and wanting a plushie. And I was so happy. They're my first ever commission, and they seem really nice, which is good, because I'm look, I think all my clients will hopefully be very nice, especially all my terms of services. But you always worry that you get somebody that that won't be as nice, and you get a bit worried. So let me mark out the center line with my lovely little chalk. I had a bowl of shirataki noodles with kimchi on top for lunch. Super low calorie, very filling. That's wonderful, Ramiro. The healthy life is a tasty life. Is that a Greek log? I don't know. I don't know their country of origin, but you know what? Whether they are Greek or not, they kind of make that toga work. They make those toga and that laurel work really well. Alright, so I'm gonna assume this will be what we use for the seam allowance. So it's gonna be this big. Gonna be this big a log. And now we need to find the center line. Fold it the other way. Getting a little bit more calculated, a little bit more analytical of this plushie, a bit more mathy, just so that we have everything centered correctly, because the face will be probably roughly about here. So let's make this super professional, because this is a commissioned plushie. And let's say the eyes are about 2 inches away from the center. So 1 eye here and 1 eye here. Is that too far away? This is curved. Yeah, I think it's too far away. It's way too far. Okay. This is why we draw guidelines. Let's try an inch from the center instead. So the eyes are Is that too close? If it is curved out with the rest of the log. It's not too bad. Maybe we split the difference. Goodbye, meteorite. Good luck for your meeting. Oops. If the log is like this curve, I think it's fine actually, right? So a good decent distance away. Because they are not embroidered eyes, I can test it out further to see whether it works. But right now, we'll keep it around this distance. And the mouth is just below it, so we will do just a little line for the mouth right now, over here. Cute. And we are going to do all of the little log the little log lines that you can see here. The most notable is, of course, there's a little chip right next to his eye. So yeah, maybe I'll move the eyes just a little bit further out so we can get that chip. We can see under his other eye there is one more that goes down. Under his other eye there's another one. It's a bit shorter than this one. These are all the tiny details you gotta pay attention to, okay? So these are the darker lines that are forming his body. I know it doesn't look like much now. It looks like I'm just drawing random straight lines. And there are some lighter lines that are going like across his face and all of that. I might do those. Let me see what do I have in terms of embroidery thread down here. Where are all my browns? Here are all my browns. So yes, we can probably use these. And this darker one for all the gradients. Just putting random lines to look professional. You caught me! And the inside is a much lighter brown. I don't have super light brown, so what we might do is actually use this to maybe do the inside, but we will cut this little space here and we will sew it onto another patch. Okay, what should I do first? There's so much to do. Let's start with the eyes, alright? So, the eyes, I'm just gonna use this little piece of felt. They didn't ask for embroidered eyes. They want to do non-embroidered. So it will be very simple. We won't be using embroidery thread for this one. It'll save my hands. I'm a little bit sad because I'll be honest, I think the embroidered eyes for this one will be quite fun to do. But they didn't ask for that, so we're not gonna do that. Instead, we're gonna try and do our best to cut a little circle out of this. And it's gonna look very wonky to start with. Because I hate cutting circles. Gonna come out a bit more ovalish, but we'll trim it down accordingly. And you know what, this might be a prototype, so it might not even work out. And I think it won't because I've cut it a bit too small. Yeah, a little bit too tiny. So that's okay. That will go into our stuffing bag, where it will be used in future stuffings. Yes. You can see it's full of like loose thread so far. This will all go into log. Will you get 2 of those big googly eyes? I'm afraid this one is not googly enough for googly eyes. Let's just experiment a bit. Oh, and I forgot to turn on the light. Yep. There we go. Now I can have a little bit better of a view. Let's see, maybe about this big? About this big, but circular. Yeah. And I want it to be circular around here, not to trim this down. So we're going to take the rest of our black cloth that is just sort of randomly tossed around the room. Let's take this one. Got so much just fluff around this room because of because of this current sewing project I'm working on, so everything is just tossed about. Let's trace out this shape. I know I look like I'm a professional. I am not. I'm an amateur at best. Alright, we kind of have a shape that I think I can work with. You're gonna see me cut out many black eyes and sort of pisk and tusk over them all not working. It's kind of a reason I walked away from non-embroidered eyes, Not only because embroidered eyes, you can get the gradients of everything a little bit better, which I might do a slight bit of embroidery on these eyes just for the brown, I'll be honest, because I think it will look really good with the brown. Don't worry, I won't be charging extra for that because it's so simple. Circular enough? Not really. I'm not great at circles, guys. A little bit. I hope this doesn't become a case of where you've trimmed away too much. True spiritualness is hard to achieve. Yeah, does this look circular enough? I feel like it's not big enough now. I feel like it's too small now. Ugh. Look. Well, what's the background? Okay, it's fine. We have this as a base, and we're gonna try and make it a little bit bigger. Let's see, will this work? Maybe. Let me try using the scrap cloth. If the scrap cloth is not big enough still, then we'll use a bigger cloth. But yeah, this is a lot of what plushie making is off stream when you guys don't see me. It's just a lot of trying to trial and error things because I'm not very precise. A lot of experimentation. And precision. Pinpoint precision accuracy. Somewhere out there, perfectionist is just screaming. Because it's not a perfect circle. We have a wobbly circle. I do like the size a little bit more for this one. It is maybe a tad bigger than what is on the plushie. So I think it's okay if we trim it a little bit further. Tell me if I go too far, chat. Tell me if I'm taking off too much. If I'm losing the shape. Yeah, that's not bad. We're gonna sew that one down. We do need a second one, which is the sad part about eyes is that you always need a second one. What happened? So let's gather all this little fluff up. We'll put it in our stuffing bag. As always. Yep. We'll get rid of a little piece of black. If not, we have a scrap fabric that's big enough. We have this piece of scrap. I'm sure some of you are saying, Kenny, why don't you just fold it in half and cut the circle there? And I'll be honest, I've tried that before. It just doesn't really work that well. Like, it always comes out more ovalish. Maybe I'm not cutting at the right place, but I prefer much to eyeball it from this. Sorry if I'm a bit quiet today, because I'm just concentrating on the start of this plushie. What do you guys think? Good circles? Maybe the back one is still like a smidge bigger. Just trim it a little bit more. Yeah. Okay, let's not go too far of it so that what do you guys think? Symmetrical? Does it look nice? Are they working? Are the eyes working? Or is it not? Tell me, chat, please. Hello, Sylphon. Hello. Sylphon, do these eyes look like decently enough symmetrical? I feel like they're fine, right? No. We are going to do a very tiny circle for for the highlight. Let's see if I can get the half method to work. They are very tiny, so they will need to be trimmed down further. Whoop! There it goes. It flew. Uh-oh, where did it fly to? I said that wrong. What did you say wrong? Hello, Ziphius! Oh, it's a good batch of... Oh, go and take that, but also please, if it's bad, don't eat it. Hello, Sylphon! What did you say, Tenny? Ito. Hello. Wait, before you go, Sylphon, do these eyes look symmetrical? Do they look alright? I'm so worried that they won't be. And this is an even tinier circle that we gotta cut. I'll be surprised if it comes out right the first time. Not bad. It's really not bad. I wish I had fabric glue so I could glue it down enough for me to sew, but we're just gonna have to deal with it being loose. I'm gonna cut a second piece. This one's really big. We'll trim it down. How are all of you guys doing on this week? Have any of you played more D&D? It's the only topics I'm willing to discuss. Oh no. That wasn't a good cut. We might do the eyes today because the rest of the log is really quite simple. So I don't want to have it all done in one, and I do need to head out later on. So I'm thinking the eyes, the smile, and I don't know about the embroidery lines if I'll do that on camera or off camera. What do you guys think? Would you like to see me just sit here and embroider lines and chat with you guys? Or would you prefer, no, I want it all done off camera so that when we come back we will be able to finish it sooner. You tell me. There we go. Okay, still a little bit ovalish. Let me trim as best as I can to make it feel rounder. There we go. A little bit better. Oh, look at it. I think these are the best eyes I've ever done. Oh, just look at it. Oh, it's so cute. Oh. And the little mouth will go like just somewhere below it. Are they not cute? Cute eyes? Okay, let me give this like a slightest trim. Just to give it a bit of roundness, a little bit more roundness. Ah! Okay, okay. Let's pin them down. Let's pin them down. I know it's a bit gruesome. Ah, oh no, don't move, don't move. Oh, even pinned down, they look kind of adorable. Okay, the whites I do want to move a little bit more to this top here. Oh, the whites of the eyes, they are kind of on top. They're not directly, maybe a little bit off to the side. I'm trying to follow the image. This is Goth. This is Goth log. Look at it's got needles through its eyes. Okay. Let's sew this one down. Which I will use my handy dandy black thread for. Oh. No, my black thread. What? My box of needles. What? Ow. Ow, 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 ow. That was too enthusiastic. Ow. I went in too fast. Ah. Ouch. I'm okay. I'm okay, guys. Just pick the right needle for this job. Pick this one. Ow. Luckily I'm not bleeding. That's good. So yeah, guys. I do want to ask, is the chatting sessions before stream, do you like that? Or do you prefer I just get straight into plushie making or straight into a game? Because I've seen VTubers, and streamers, sometimes they do a little 1 hour chatting before the stream ever starts. And then they get into it afterwards. And I don't know if you guys like it. I don't mind it. I get to chat with you guys regardless. So for me, I don't really mind whichever way it goes. But I want to know, how do you guys feel? Would you prefer I dive straight into whatever I'm doing? Or would you prefer that we have like a few chats going on? Okay. Ow, it still hurts a little bit. It's still a little bit painful. Ow. It was a hard jab. I didn't break the skin, but I definitely hurt the nerve. Tene is clumsy. Tene hurts. Ah. Oh, sorry, he's off screen. Oh, Toto. Yeah, okay. And so I think I'm gonna do is probably the eyes for today. And tell me guys, I'll put it up in Discord as well. Do you wanna see me do the embroidery on stream? Or do you wanna skip that and get to the actual log? Hmm? What I love about this black thread is that you can't really see it very clearly. There is a little bit of embroidery going on even in non-embroidered eyes, because I like to have just a extra layer of security, a black embroidered line around. So there is still a little bit, but it's less for aesthetic and more for just the security of the eye itself. And I might do just a tiny smidgen of embroidery for this eye, because look at the browns. The browns in the eye are so warm that I wanna do a little bit of that. Let me look at this a little bit deeper. Yeah, it is black. Okay. From afar, it looks like a very warm honey brown. It's a very inviting design. Speaking of designs, I would also love to do more VTuber analysis. If I do VTuber analysis for just an actual, I keep calling it just a log. It's actually an actual log. I would say it's very cute. It's definitely Greek vibes from the toga and everything, but more nature spirit because of all the green that's in the design, in the laurels. It's almost like a demigod, perhaps. And I mean, what other forms would demigods take than forms that mess with your perception? A form where it's actually just a log. You can still see a little staining on my fingers. That's from the food coloring yesterday, which I mixed up to use against my players. Also, guys, The Call of the Lamb board game has come out, and I am sad because without even seeing it, I should go and see it. But it's Call of the Lamb. I love Call of the Lamb. I have a whole shirt for Call of the Lamb, and I'm so tempted. I'm scared if I look at it, I'll like it, and I want to get the board game. I won't because you know what? I gotta save up. Gotta save up for streams and all that. But oh, it's so tempting. It's so tempting to back the Kickstarter. I can't because I've already backed the Don't Starve board game Kickstarter, which I am really looking forward to playing whenever it arrives. It's not coming anytime soon. I think it's coming even next year. So I've got that to look forward to, and I will definitely be playing it online here for you guys. We're going to move I'm going to move the whites off to the side for this one, so that we can focus just on the big blacks, the black circle, and get that all done. Everyone's off at work today, which means I got this chat all to myself. Probably not a great time to stream because of everybody being busy at work or going to bed. Also, it's the middle of the week. Everyone's too busy. I'm too busy. I gotta plan more horror stuff because I'm going to be running more horror campaigns soon. I don't think I'll be running horror campaigns with VTubers just because it's harder and not everyone's a fan of horror. So the campaigns I have up for VTubers that I'm asking around, that I'm going around knocking on everybody's door to ask if they will play with me, are more fantasy based, and they're all little one shots. And I want to take another crack at that's a little white. Where's the little white one gone? The little white circle. Did it fall away? Did it get blown away? I don't know where it went. It might have gotten blown away. It's okay, we can always cut another one. But I really like that one. It was really cute. Little. It's what you get for putting things off to the side. You see the stitching? The black blends in very well, especially on camera. You can just barely see the stitching. In person, I think you can see it a little. Oh wait, here it is. I found it. It was under the cloth. In person, you can see the black thread a little bit more clearly, but it's still not super visible, which is nice. Gives the illusion of everything just sort of seamlessly together. And it's nice to get to do non-embroidered eyes after so many embroidered VTuber eyes that have come my way. I love them. I love doing gradients. I love making them come to life. But there's a nicety in something a little bit simpler. Going back to roots, when I first started doing plushies, all my eyes were non-embroidered. And it was only when I did Vella's plushie, the first in a series of plushies here, that I tried doing a fully embroidered eye, because I had gotten better at embroidery by then. But before that, these were the kinds of eyes that I would do. Just very, very somewhat simplistic plain eyes. So you didn't get as many gradients in them. Which, for this one, you don't really need gradients, so that's good. And I will do another line of just a simple embroidery around it, just to give it a bit more of a round shape. But this is all we gotta do. And we're gonna do the same for this one now. We're going to, first of all, knot our black thread. Let me tell you something about bad sushi. Oh no, Ramiro, what's happened? What's happened with the bad sushi? I told you not to eat it. It can be dangerous. Have you never seen a chubby emu video? Have you never seen a chubby emu video where like the guy eats gas station sushi and then his intestines explode? Hang on, let me make sure that this is centered a little bit. Okay, and hook it up a little bit higher. Just making sure both eyeballs are fully symmetrical. Okay. Don't worry too much about the white. It can go anywhere. Just want to make sure the eyes are somewhat set. And we just go around one more time. Zoom out a little bit so you can see both of them. I thought, actually, never mind. Let's keep the whole stream chungus wholesome instead of a horror show. Are you feeling okay, Ramiro? Again, watch Chubby Email. It will keep you from eating any sushi that isn't rich perfect. I love Chubby Email. I like what? Okay, I shouldn't watch Chubby Email. I shouldn't watch Coffee House Crime. I shouldn't watch Mr. Ballin. These are all great suggestions, by the way. I shouldn't watch Megan in the Dark. I think that's her name. Because they are all wonderful storytellers. And I love the fact that they are quite respectful to the victims in the story. But at the same time, it does not help my paranoia. It does not help my paranoia at all. You know, I'm so worried about things happening. And, you know, sometimes my friends are like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get a cosmetic surgery done. I'm gonna do stuff. And which is fine. You know, go and do what you do as long as it's safe. But I can't help but flash back to all the horrible things that can happen during medical procedures or during just simple trips here and there. Oh, Wang. Don't watch Wang as well. Wang. He does all the gross out stuff on the internet. He covers all the topics about all the grossest things that have happened on the internet, all the body horror, all the weird little things. He is the complete opposite of Tenny, so many people are surprised I watch him. But he talks about like all the little internet mysteries and everything. It's just all the deep, dark cuts of the internet that you don't really pay much attention to that he talks about. And I love it. I love these little tidbits. I love hearing about all the weird stuff that goes on. Which again, does not help my paranoia. It does not make me less of a paranoid person. It makes me more of a paranoid person. Which makes my day-to-day life significantly harder. Because you're always worried about things happening that don't make sense. Okay, we'll move the white off the side. And we'll do up the black. I think we will do the embroidery on the black before we do anything else, so that it's below everything. It's gonna be very simple embroidery. Like I said, it's just gonna sort of round out the eye a little bit more, because when we sew it down, you can see there is a not really puckering, but there's just a slight bit of tension here that distorts the shape a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay. But yes, please go check out all these people. They're amazing storytellers. And I think the reason I love horror so much is because you gotta pull out the storytelling chops. You gotta pull out the suspense, you gotta pull out the tension, you gotta pull out moments that have to be relaxing so you can disarm people. You can do that in any story, to be honest, but I think horror is one of the few genres that really keep you on the edge of your seat. Horrors, thrillers, fantasy, not as much. Of course, there can be tension, like political stuff, but most of it comes back into horror, right? The horror of a duke, or the horror of waiting for the decision on a political whatever fantasy kingdom stance. So yeah. I guess there's tension in romance as well. Romance. But I'm just so in love with the horror genre. And you wouldn't think I am. There we go. Oh, little eye. He's looking at you. Thank you, Mark. I'm kind of in shock about how cute these eyes are. Again, after this, let's do a very very simple embroidery around it to give it a fully round shape. And I'm excited about this because it's the first time, like I said, the first time I've done such simplistic eyes, and I really don't want to mess them up. You might think simple eyes are easier, but no, you know what? They're not. They're not easier. There's special things about simple eyes. They're so easy to mess up because in a very detailed gradient filled eye, you can do a bunch of stuff and it can look a little bit messed up, but you can sort of hide it. I would say even for Jiggy, right? Jiggy has really simple eyes. How they have the word simple in the name. Jiggy by right has simple eyes. Has simple embroidered eyes. But because they're so simple, it's really easy to mess up. Because in a very gradient filled eye, you can have like different threads and you can sort of cover it and like, oh, it's part of the gradient. In eyes with like just very simple color blocks, the moment you bring something out of line, like even here you can see this yellow is sort of leaking out a bit to the brown. That irritates me a bit. But it changes so much of the eye already just by having that simple extra little nubbin of color leak out. These other eyes a little bit better. I might have to fix this maybe. I can see the thread is warping a little bit. That's fine. Fine, just push it up. It was never there. But yeah, that's why simple eyes realize that they are a little bit harder to do. Okay, I do think this eye is like slightly bigger than this eye, but we'll fix that with, where is my embroidery threads? How they have the word simple in the name. They're simple because there's less shapes, I think. I'm running out of black embroidery thread, but that's fine. I have enough for this. Just take the whole thing off. Okay, what we're going to do is first we're gonna go with, let's go in with the thin short threads first. Okay, this is an embroidery thread. Yeah, this is an embroidery thread. It's an imposter. I can feel the difference. Like, I don't know if you can see. But the one below here is embroidery thread. It's made of like cotton floss. The one above here is definitely like a nylon or something. This is sewing thread. How did you get in my embroidery clip? You imposter. Yeah, this is I can feel it in the way that it breaks as well. It's not embroidery thread. Embroidery thread is at least like a little bit tougher. Nope, never mind. Not as tough. Apparently, I'm just really strong. Okay. Let me see what do I want to do with this. Okay, what I'm going to do is we're gonna take a single thread first. We're gonna go around the eye to get us the circular shape, both of the eyes, and then we are going to we're just gonna line them. And if I run out of black thread before then, that's fine. I'll go get more. Okay. So rule of thumb is tie your thread off at the start. Some people do the knots, and I was doing the knot for a very long time, but apparently is a chance that if that knot breaks, it's not gonna be as strong. So do the little tie off at the start. Okay. For this eye, I don't think we really need to go that far off the shape. There's just some little bits of it that aren't fully circular. So we'll just sort of draw the rough shape of where it's gonna be. This thread doesn't need to be uh as tight as the rest because it's not a sewing thread. It's just us lining around the eye. You can already see how it fills out that bottom of the eye to give it a little bit more of a roundness. I'm sorry if I'm a bit soft, by the way. Please let me know if I need to speak up. Again, Mike's in a very weird position to accommodate this stream happening. She don't know if I want to do much more for this eye because honestly, it's pretty round already, which is it's lovely. It's amazing that it's this round already. So I don't actually need to go too far out from the outline. Maybe a little bit around here, I could fill it out just a smidgen more. Yeah. Now this it looks a lot rounder without much work done. But we will still do the embroidery thread around it. Just to give it a little bit more security. But yeah, I'm gonna tie off the thread here and we'll move on to the second eye, which I think needs a little bit more shaping. As a little reminder, if you want to see your VTuber turned into a plushie, then please check out my VGen. Check out the commissions that I have there. We still have one more slot left that we are trying to close. One of them has already been reserved. It's not fully confirmed yet, but I'm gonna take it as it's gonna happen. Okay, this eye definitely needs a little bit more shaping. So we will break away from the outline of it a little bit more so that we can get all the shapes in. Okay. Lovely. Just tie that off. We can leave it loose at the back. Because all of this is gonna be hidden inside the plushie anyway. You're not gonna see it. So it's fine if it's a little bit messy. uh, okay, now where is my... Where's the rest of my black thread? Where did it go? Uh-oh. Did it fly away? Ah, here it is. On my lap. Wait, where did I put the needle? There it is. Ah, forgetting where everything is. Let's do... we're gonna do a three strands of thread. This should hopefully be enough. Come on. Thread through. Okay, it's in. It's through the needle hole. Got it. I hope you guys are okay, by the way. I'm sorry I've been more quiet this session. Just focused on Plushie. And it's the first time in a while I've been doing early Wednesday morning streams. So I gotta get used to waking up earlier and not sleeping so late, so I can be ready and fresh for all you guys. So let's do this one first. So we're just going to come out from here, from where the thread starts, and we are going to meet the little line that we've created. Oops. I'm gonna do this all around the eye. In small little sections. And I think we might not have enough black thread, but that's fine. I can go out and get more today. Go scavenge in the wastelands and find a bit more black embroidery thread. I mean, makes sense that I will run out of this first, because this is one of the more common things that you would use, black. A lot of VTubers got black in their hair, black in their eyes. I haven't seen any black in the lip yet, but I'm sure when we get gothic VTubers on the list, we'll see all of that come true as well. But yeah, so we'll go for as long as until I run out of black thread. And then we'll stop and we'll raid someone. And we'll have had a good stream. It's a bit hard to see on camera because it's just black on black right now. But we are just sort of outlining the eye with this. and making sure that it's closer to the very round shape that we're looking for. Okay, now that we have this, what we're going to do is we're just going to go in between all the sections that we've done. And what you can do a little bit is just like rub the thread just a little bit to spread it out, so the embroidery thread is not too clumped together. It's nice because it's not fully embroidered, so I don't need to have done all this middle eye, which would have taken me far longer, and I would have to use the the sewing mesh, the sewing wooden loom to get the tension that I need. Right now I don't need it. I can just do it from here like this because it's not all embroidered. Okay, just sort of rub it a little bit to try and get the threads to spread out and have a bit more softness. And it just gives the overall plushie just a little bit more of a professional look. I don't know if you can see the difference between these two when one is embroidered and one is not embroidered. So this one looks a bit more secure into the eye, into the body. This one is still a bit floating. Perhaps the best way is seeing it from the side. So you can see how one is sort of secured inwards and this one is still popping up a little bit. If I push both out, you can see the difference. It's very, very slight. It's not very noticeable. But I think it's worth having the embroidery. Or maybe I'm just justifying it to myself why I'm spending so much time on the embroidery. Okay, one more stitch and then we'll end this one here. And we'll do another quick outline around it, just to smooth everything out one more time. Also makes it a bit squishy. This eye is squishier than this eye because the embroidery is pushing the cloth upwards. And we'll get rid of you can see a bit of the scalloping around here. That's okay, we're gonna get rid of it by just doing an extra outline around the eye. And I definitely don't have enough black embroidery thread for this, so I will need to go out and get more today, but that's okay. I will head out and I will get more. And I'm sorry I didn't get more beforehand. I thought I had enough. I didn't realize I was so low on black thread. We might raid Linksy afterwards because they're on and I rarely get to see them on. So yeah, we're gonna raid Linksy. Just take note that they are R18 streamer, so they're gonna they'll have all that. Just fair warning. If you don't like adult stuff, then click off the stream when we go and raid. Yeah, I'm glad we have enough black thread just for one eye at least. But the other one we definitely need to get more. Hi Kawaii! I'm still on the floor. I'm sorry, I'm still on the floor. Cause my new bunker's still not ready. It might not be ready until September, unfortunately. We're doing a very relaxed stream today. We're just sewing on the eyes of our latest plushie. It's our first ever commissioned plushie from an actual log. But I definitely need more black embroidery thread. I don't have enough for the second eye. I'm sorry. I wish I could tell you that I have a desk now, but I don't. Not yet. But Freaky was very generous. They donated on my throne and they got me a desk. It's just that I don't have a place to put it now. I gotta wait until the new bunker is finished so that I can have a proper desk. And then I can put a proper setup on that desk. And I can sew on that desk. And I can play board games on that desk. And everything can happen on that desk. I need to be patient. Unfortunately, I gotta wait for things to happen. Out of my control. Which is the worst. Thank you. Thank you, Kawaii. One day I'll have a proper desk, I promise. It's already in the works. It just gotta be super patient with it. But I'm actually gonna finish off this eye, and because I don't have enough black thread, I need to go get more black thread. So I will have to end the stream there until we have the aforementioned black thread to finish off the other eye. I might do the rest of it off stream, I'm not sure. Since it's such a simple plushie. I don't know. Tell me again. I'm gonna put this in the Discord. If you guys want me to see doing the embroidery for the log on stream, or if you want me to do it off stream, and then when we come back, we'll be doing like the body stuff. And we're nearly done with this one. Okay. Can you see the difference between the eyes? Like this one compared to this one? So you can definitely see the texture is a bit different. And it's squishier. I'm not sure whether I like the look of it unembroidered more than I like the look of it embroidered than I like the look of it unembroidered, I'll be honest. They both have a vibe to them. I do like this one because it does help get the circular shape a little bit more. They look kind of different. Which one do you prefer? Do you prefer it unembroidered or embroidered? They're both gonna be embroidered because I've already embroidered one, so I have to embroider the other. But yeah. I don't know, this one definitely has a bit more texture to them, but there is something to be said for the simplistic eye that doesn't need to do much and it's still cute. Eventually it's gonna have a little highlight in it, like that. And I'm gonna do just a little bit of brown here. I don't think I will embroider a little bit of brown. The right one? Okay, that's good. So I'll do a little bit of brown. I'll put a highlight in both. There's another highlight around here, but it's flown off the table desk. Yeah. I'm gonna tie this off, and unfortunately we are gonna stop here today so that I can go and find more black embroidery thread. I've run out. This is the empty clip. So, but how are you, Kawaii, as well? I hope you're doing okay. Still on the floor, but one day we'll be off the floor. And I'm hoping we'll have a proper streaming setup by then, so I don't need to point the fan at my laptop and hope that it doesn't explode. We'll just leave the extra thread here. It's not enough to do anything with, and it'll be on the inside anyway. So just a bit of extra security that it has this long thread inside. Okay. Oh, at least we managed to do the base of the eyes today. We will have another stream on Sunday for Just a Log. Let me zoom out all the way. We'll have another stream for Just a Log. I think I'll do the eyes off stream and I'll film it so we can put it in a video. I'll do the mouth. The log shape. I will do this with the sewing machine, so it'll be straight like this. But the things like sewing things on, the extra branch, that all we can do on stream. What I want to ask you guys is, do you want me to do the embroidery on stream as well? Because it's just straight lines. It's just straight lines over here. I don't think it's going to be super detailed. I might do a bit of fainter embroidery for the lighter lines, but yeah, it won't be super detailed. But we'll see how it works out. Okay. Otherwise, I'm gonna send you guys to raid. Let's say Linksy, because Linksy seems to be online right now. And I don't think I think I've only raided them once, if ever. Oh wait, no, they're offline. And Linksy's gone back to sleep. Did I miss it? Yeah, they've gone offline. Okay, let's look for somebody else to raid instead then. There's so many people to raid. Let's rate Symbol. Symbol's online. And the nice Yapple. I don't have a raid message. I never have a raid message. How about greetings from the post-apocalypse? Yeah. It's not bad. Stay a little while on their stream, watch them. But I'm gonna head off to scavenge more black thread. Thank you so much for coming on with me today. I know it's really short. I'm trying to do longer streams. Currently, I'm a bit hamstrung by my schedule and all of that, but things will get better soon, I hope. And it was lovely getting to see all of you one more time. And we're gonna work hard towards our goals, okay? No, don't put prepare to be licked as the raid message. No, no, bad. Don't you put it there. Don't you do it. Alright, I mean it. Don't do that. Alright. Bye-bye, everybody. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.